Cooking at home is one of the most practical habits a person can build. In a busy world where fast food and delivery apps are always available, cooking may seem time-consuming. However, I believe that preparing meals at home brings many benefits for health, money, and personal well-being. It allows me to understand what I eat and make better choices for my body. For this reason, cooking at home has become more than a daily task, it is also a form of self-care. One clear advantage of cooking at home is that it helps me eat more healthily. When I cook for myself, I can choose fresh ingredients, control the amount of oil, salt, and sugar, and avoid too much processed food. This is especially important because many restaurant meals may look delicious but contain hidden calories. By preparing my own meals, I feel more aware of my eating habits. I do not have to follow a strict diet, but I can make small improvements over time. Cooking at home is also a good way to save money. Eating out regularly can become expensive, especially when I include drinks, service fees, or delivery charges. When I buy ingredients and cook several meals from them, I can manage my budget more effectively. This does not mean that I never eat out, but I try to treat restaurant meals as an occasional pleasure. In the long run, cooking at home helps me avoid unnecessary spending and become more financially responsible. Another benefit is that cooking can be relaxing. After a stressful day, preparing a simple meal can help me slow down and focus on the present moment. Cutting vegetables, seasoning food, and smelling warm soup can create a peaceful atmosphere. Cooking requires attention, but it is not always mentally exhausting. Sometimes it gives my mind a break from work, study, or social media. Cooking also gives me a sense of achievement. Even if the dish is simple, finishing a meal with my own effort makes me feel capable and independent. I feel proud when the food turns out better than expected. This small success can lift my mood and encourage me to try new recipes. Over time, I become more confident in the kitchen and less afraid of making mistakes. At the same time, cooking at home helps people build important life skills. A person who can cook does not have to depend completely on restaurants, convenience stores, or family members. Cooking teaches planning, patience, creativity, and problem solving. For example, if I do not have one ingredient, I may learn to replace it with something similar. These small decisions make me more flexible and resourceful in daily life. Cooking can also strengthen family relationships. In many families, preparing and sharing meals is a meaningful way to spend time together. Family members can talk, laugh, and help each other while cooking. A home-cooked meal may not be perfect, but it often carries warmth and care. It reminds people that food is not only about taste, but also about connection. Of course, cooking at home also has some challenges. It takes time to plan meals, buy groceries, prepare ingredients, cook, and clean up afterward. On busy days, I may feel too tired to stand in the kitchen for a long time. Sometimes, a dish does not taste as good as I expected, and this can be disappointing. However, I think these challenges become easier when cooking is kept simple and realistic. I do not need to cook complicated dishes every day. Simple meals such as fried rice, soup, noodles, salad, or eggs can still be nutritious and satisfying. Preparing ingredients in advance can also make cooking less stressful. For example, washing vegetables, cutting meat, or planning a weekly menu can save a lot of time. These small preparations help me stay organized and avoid making unhealthy choices at the last minute. Technology can make cooking at home easier as well. I can watch recipe videos, follow cooking blogs, or search for quick meal ideas online. These resources give me inspiration and help me learn new techniques step by step. However, I try not to compare my food with perfect photos online because real home cooking does not have to look like restaurant food. What matters most is whether the meal is healthy, affordable, and enjoyable. Overall, cooking at home is a useful habit that supports both physical health and emotional balance. It helps me save money, eat better, become more independent, and appreciate food more deeply. Although it requires time and effort, the benefits are worth it. For me, cooking at home is not just about making food, it is about taking responsibility for my lifestyle. Each meal I prepare is a small reminder that caring for myself can begin with something as simple as what I put on my plate.